The St. Louis Cathedral Concerts bring cultural enrichment, education, and enjoyment to concert goers. Joining us is Executive Director Scott Kennebeck and Director Matthew Mazzoni. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, thank you for having us.
I am excited because I just love the concert series.
Oh, great. Yes, I do too.
I would hope so.
We've got a lot to talk about today. It's our 25th anniversary season coming up at Cathedral Concerts, and we've got so much going on, bringing so much great music to our great space, and we just want to share it with everybody. So.
Now, tell me, you've been doing it for 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
What was the brainchild for this?
Well, we started out as just a small concert series. A new music director was hired at the Cathedral, John Raynah, and the rector at the Cathedral wanted to have a concert series. So we asked John, you think you can do this? And John said, well, sure. And this is what we've grown into. We started out with just doing 3 concerts that inaugural year. And this year we've got 12 performances all signed up, from the Vienna Boys Choir to the King Singers from England to the Ambassadors of Harmony right here from St. Louis with Dr. Jim Henry. I'm doing a concert when we end the whole season with the St. Louis Symphony Orchestra, the full orchestra and chorus in the Cathedral. It's going to be spectacular. But before we start all that, we have our little chamber series, which we've started doing the past about 5 years. This is our 5th season, and I asked Matt to help me with that. But it's really a way to kick off the season and get out there to people who may not have ever heard about Cathedral Concerts in our 25 years.
I want to come back and talk about some of those amazing groups that you just mentioned, but let's talk about how we got Matt involved and what he is bringing to blossoming this concert series even more.
Sure. Well, the idea was to bring a different kind of music into our St. Louis community. The Cathedral itself is a magnificent space, and it works very well for larger groups, but you wouldn't necessarily use it for smaller, more intimate music groups. So we thought that this would be a way to bring a different part of the musical repertoire. Chamber music usually just involves a handful of musicians. The pieces we do tend to involve piano and maybe a violinist and a cellist, and so it's very intimate, very close. Gives people a chance to be kind of close up and personal with some really exciting and beautiful repertoire that you might not hear otherwise. So that is a way to bring new music, and also is a different place to bring it. So we could take it out into the community and go to where there may be people who wouldn't think to come down to the Cathedral or don't really know much about it, but they hear about an event that's right in their neighborhood, right in their community. It's a free event. They can go, and then hopefully they enjoy it, and we'll be interested to go pursue a concert at the bigger series as well.
We're going to come back to some of those 5 locations in a minute and how available it is in all the different areas of St. Louis for just about everybody. But, let's talk a little bit about music and how people relate to music and music relates to people and the importance of having things like this.
Well, I think Cathedral Concerts specifically fills a niche in our community because we present choral music, sacred music in our sacred space. So if you've never been to the Cathedral, you need to come. It's one of the greatest tourist destinations in St. Louis.
It's beautiful. Even just if you're like museums or if you just want to see art, it's an incredible place to visit.
It is a great space. But when we present our concerts in there, it adds a whole nother level to the concert. It's not like going to a symphony hall or any kind of performance hall. The music we present in that setting, it just transcends everything. It really has the ability to move hearts and souls and refresh and renew people when they come to our concerts.
I can attest to that. It's a beautiful place. I've been in there, and hands down, it's probably one of the best places in St. Louis to go and listen to music. And you're right, it inspires, it moves. And Matt, maybe you can talk to why it's such a big deal to take music to people who might never come to the Cathedral to hear it.
Sure. Well, it's just about making music more accessible, about giving people an opportunity. I grew up in a very small town out in the country in Pennsylvania, and it just wasn't anything like this at all there. And I remember some of the first experiences I had, hearing music played like that live and being, more up close and personal to it, were very, very moving and very powerful to me. And so that's something that we can share with other people through this, to take it out to where people are and to just give them the opportunity to come and listen. and to be together in that. It's a beautiful thing.
We're going to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to talk about some of those places that you're going, and we're going to talk about some of the groups that
Sure.
come to the
Great.
cathedral and are a part of this. Stay with us at STL Live. We'll learn more about the St. Louis Cathedral Concerts after this break.